some girl on YouTube, because y'all really get y'all rocks off on YouTube. It's like people who do everything and try to find everything else to not worship God, to not follow the Bible. Like, everything returns back to it. But even in listening to her talk, it's like when people read the Bible, I don't think they understand the context. And so sometimes it sounds like, the words, if you're not really aware, it sounds like the words are talking about what the faith is, that it's child sacrificing and Moloch. But a lot of the scrolls and a lot of the books are written by individuals or prophets, especially when it comes to calling out the Levitical law. It's written by individuals kind of like me, people who were the rebels, the radicals, the free thinkers, the ones who did not subscribe to the polytheistic many gods of the old time. Like, when you think about who Abraham and them were escaping, and like the enemies, the Canaanites, when they were going into those lands and taking the lands and giving them to Israel, those were the guys who were talking about child sacrifice. They were talking about, drinking blood and all of that jazz. So the faith has always, the people of God, of the monotheistic faith, they have always been in opposition to the whole polytheistic mini God notion. So this is ancient. But beyond that, like, she goes in to say that a spell is a prayer. And I don't know how witches like really sit with themselves and have this logic, because are you okay? Is you cool? First of all, to understand prayer, if you are going into prayer thinking that prayer is about you getting something that you want, yes, you are to present your desires for God, to God, in all supplication and all thanksgiving. But prayer is within his will. Listen to Jesus' prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You are praying that whatever your heart is desiring is the actual desire of God, that it's in line with God's purpose and God's will in the earth. Like, imagine that you so in tune with God and with your purpose that you can pray in his will and it comes to pass, because this is what he has already dispensed for this iteration. Catch up. So to say that a spell is a prayer, blasphemy. Because think of, like, for real, when you go to a witch or you go to someone who is casting spells, you're basically saying, this is the outcome that I want. And anybody who says that the witch is going to petition God, like, at every point in this juncture, it don't make no sense what y'all talking about. You're not getting directly to God. You think that being God is having your way. It just don't work like that. That's like me. I want to park in front of my house. I'll raise a fit about parking in front of my house. But if I was in Lincoln Park, for example, where the majority of one block may be 12 unit buildings, I'm never going to be able to park in front of my house. To ask the city to make permit parking for me only, that's crazy, right? So to pray that God's will be done is praying that everything that I desire is already dispensed in this earth, that I'm not trying to bring something outside of what God has intended. Whereas a spell is you petitioning someone, a middleman, a witch, to bring your will to pass. Not God's will. You want your will to come to pass. No, beloved, you are not the same. We are not the same. You are not like us. Prayer is prayer. A spell is your own manifestation. It's your own selfishness. You don't care how it impacts God. You don't care how it impacts what is already set and dispensed to happen, because you're selfish and you're just like your father, the devil.